Moment here, please, everybody. Invite those people, and let's see. Okay. And here we go. Nope. Okay. Just a moment. Oh, wait, what? Never come across that before. I'm trying to create a party here, private party, so that nobody else can join. Alright, sweet. Okay. Okay, party's created, and we are live. Okay, I could get the stream to load on my phone, and we could start. Well, officially start. Excellent. So a live event will begin in a few moments, probably on my phone. Alright, now, welcome to the minigame world. For those of you who don't know what this is, if you haven't seen my series, and this is, right now we're working on the gallery tour walk, got what to call it. But what we're doing is creating essentially a visual representation of rules and information and such for some of the things that might be a little bit confusing. The rules and whatnot every single time that I go and start this up for new people who want to play this, because I will be playing this with anybody who has Minecraft on the PS4 and wants to join. But I've put up the rules. There's a lot fewer than I expected there to be, which is a good thing, and I'm glad. So I just wasn't entirely sure how big the rule wall would be, so what I wanted to do was make it and then place all the rules. That way I could build a proper sized room so that it wasn't too big, it wasn't too small, you know, that kind of thing. So right now this is actually 8 blocks wide. I expected it to be like 2 rows and maybe 5 blocks wide, but instead it's only 8, which is good. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then there'll be an 8th one that is this sign exactly. But it'll also be lowered down to here, considering it only is 1 row for convenience. And the other, let's see. Oh yes, considering it's a room, it will be mirrored on the other side as well. That way, multiple people can read it at once. Of course, multiple people can read it at once anyway. You know, this guy starts, moves on. Next guy starts, by the time he gets over here, other guy's over here, that kind of thing. Something is weird is going on with the video on my phone. This is weird. But I've got all the rules here. You can go ahead and read them if you want, but number 1 is don't build outside of your plot. The plot is marked by a border of cyan clay, so obviously your border, your plot will be larger than this. But welcome to the stream, those of you who just joined. And that is essentially what your plot is. The next rule would have been obey the shop item uses and guidelines. Essentially what that means, because I actually got this room finished finally after I think 3 episodes. Now, I'm pretty sure I recorded this, but this part I did off camera. Oh, goodness. Something in my throat. Alright. But this is a purchasing example, and basically what I did was set up an interface that would represent a chest, and this is like the inventory of the chest before the purchase and inventory of the chest after purchase. Here's an example of a purchase in the store. In this representation of a chest, it is filled with swords. To make a purchase, simply take the desired item and fill the empty slot with the stated price of rotten flesh. And then there's the bunker. I built the bunker off camera, as well as the signs, but I showed the signs in a previous episode. So, moving on, let's see. I guess I should start with this room up here. Goodness. Alright. I'm not entirely sure how wide to make the room, but I know how long it needs to be. Let's see, how are these designed? Oh, crud. Getting a phone call. Let's see. I'll have to reply with a text. One moment. All right. Now. Oh, whoops. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I'm not entirely sure if I should make this 7 or 8 wide. What is it? 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7. No, that's not 7. It's 8. Okay. I'm not entirely sure if I should make it 8 wide on each side or not. Oh, don't tell me I made it 8 wide on one side and 7 on the other. Wow. Great. Oh, great. Well, it looks like we're gonna have a lopsided room. I guess it adds character. Okay. Now. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I suppose 4 is fine. I don't see why not. But for those of you who haven't seen my episodes and are just now coming to me and seeing the channel for the first time, first of all, welcome. Second of all, the minigame that we are building is a zombie apocalypse / build competition minigame. And essentially, there is a game maker. Usually that will end up being me. However, I will pass that on to someone eventually so that every once in a while I will be able to take part in the building part of this and fighting part as well, because game maker unfortunately cannot do any of that. Okay, so we need 3 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 was it, I believe? Why did I build this so far away? 1, 6, 7, yeah, 8, okay. Because it's only 7 currently, but we're missing a sign, so it needs to be 8. Alright, 8, and then this is currently 3, yes? No, it's currently 4. So then we're going to add 2 more, and then we will start the wall here, if I did my math correctly. And this will essentially be the rules room, and throughout this the idea is you're going through a gallery walk that like I said earlier, describes certain things that might be somewhat complex or difficult to explain. So, you know, you're walking through here, reading the signs, you continue on, go through this, and you enter the starting area. And that's essentially what this is. Now, once you drop down in here, there's no going back, But this is also the entrance into the map. Now, if, let's see. Alright. Moving on. So the idea is that it's essentially there to help players, and that's it. Like, that's what this is. But the spawn room will be either in that spot or that spot. In the sky, general area. Don't have an exact location. This isn't 100% planned. The only thing I've done in the past was a small little room above the entry point and the main down below. I've never done anything like this. But I figured I should, considering that I'm tired of in the past I would always have to explain the rules and basically everything, and it just kind of got tedious and annoying for players who have already played, because they would have to hear me say it each time that they joined if they wanted to play. And that just wasn't enjoyable for really anybody. Even the new players, I mean, they listened, and because they needed to know, and they were there, and they were like, alright, I'll listen, and da-da-da-da, but it just gets boring. So I built this. And now, I have no idea how effective it will be. Because this is the first time thing, and this is the first time I'm building this entire minigame on next gen. So, of course now, I suppose I shouldn't say next gen, I suppose it's current gen now, considering it's been out for, I believe, 2 years? Maybe 3? But, anyways. So now we start our next hallway. And whenever this happens, we go on, da-da-da-da-da, however far, and do this with our turns. Whenever we turn, rather than just a straight 90-degree, boom, rigid, here I am, turn. I decided to make it curve, because it just transitions better. And I feel like it creates a better feel for the setting of the game, maybe. This is a good way to describe it. I don't know. But the curve will do like that, and then this will be the continued straight. And I suppose I'll put the spawn room over here. Now, if 1 is to determine how 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Now, moving on to over here. If I want to keep this 7 wide, let's see, 3. There we go. That's how you do it. Okay. And that is our completed turn, if I am not mistaken. And I don't believe I am. And the path continues on this way. And probably what I'll be doing for the majority of this, I set up a fake, you see the grass is here, and it'll be to add an effect like, oh, I'm not that high up in the air. And then you're actually, boom, way up in the sky. The way I did this was set up beacons that go up into the light. And it just creates a nice lighting effect, and it's cool. It's like beams of energy just shooting up in the middle of the floor all the way to the ceiling, and then the glass. It helps. It's just it's atmosphere. That's what it is. It's an atmospheric setting. Detail. That's what it is. That's the word. Atmospheric detail. But I'll be setting up a fake scenario so that it looks like you're somewhere you're not. Oh, whoops. I went too far on that. Now. If one... Oh, wow. I'm sitting here going back and forth on my phone and on my PlayStation. Now, let's see. Alright, and... Alright, so I'm able to see the comments whenever y'all comment. I'll be able to see what you say. So, just, I mean, get a conversation going, you know? That way, you're not just sitting here listening to me commentate, because I will respond. That's the whole point of live streams. For me, it's a way to directly speak with you. Of course, I have Twitter now. It's at Bithor Gaming. There's no space, like my channel. It's exactly like my channel name, only there is no space in the at. So, that's how that works. Although I'm still very new to Twitter. Don't normally use social media, but hopefully that will increase. But now because of that, you guys have a new way of communication with me, and what is going on here? This should not be. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to look. I made a mistake. So this one's right. This one is not. Where did I go wrong? Let's see, how wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's 7 still, so that's good. But what is bad? Ah. If I'm not mistaken, it is... How do I fix this? What have I done wrong? Welcome to Troubleshooting with Bithor. Oh. Derp. I'm an idiot. Okay. Now then. How do I fix it, though? That's a problem. Welcome to the stream. Whoever you may be. Not entirely sure yet. No one's commented. Let's see. Now. Welcome all. Okay, let's see. Seriously, what am I doing wrong here? I think I'm going crazy. What have I done? Hey, welcome, Kenyatta Jackson. I believe is that how it's pronounced? Correct me if I'm wrong. All right, now, if one is to determine. All right, getting some people up in here now. Okay, I think that's how it is, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, alright, there we go. Finally. That was Troubleshooting with Bithor. Thank you for watching. No, so, for those of you who missed it, right now we're working on, for those of you who haven't seen the series, we are working on building a minigame in Minecraft. So, it's a basic concept that I came up with quite some time ago, actually, but The idea is, you know what? I'll finish this hallway and then I will walk you through what is going on down there. And it's actually a very, very basic concept, but there's just something about it that every time I make it, people like it a lot. Of course, the last time I made it was on last-gen consoles, and I'm finally starting to build it again, as I stated earlier. But it's a pretty basic idea. It's just a, let's see, how do I describe this? It is a it's survival. It is a minigame in which you try to survive against the zombie apocalypse while building yourself a bunker slash base. And it's pretty simple, but it's also really fun. I'll put the ceiling and write the signs here in a minute. Let me show you guys what I'm saying here. Now it's going to be very, very dark in here because it is an enclosed building and it's meant to be a dark game. However, I do have my gamma turned all the way up for the sake of the live stream. Hopefully y'all can see it decently. If you're having a hard time seeing this, please let me know in the comments and I will figure something out, some way to light this temporarily. But as you can see over here, we have 4 chests. Inside each of these chests, there is starting loot. Of course, I can't open them, simply because there's a block on top of them, but each cyan border represents a plot. This is essentially where your base of operations will go. That's where you will survive. It's where I don't know. It's just where you do your thing inside of this. But it's also, as I stated, it's a survival as well as a building competition. The ultimate goal is to create a functional base and let's see, a functional base that looks good is how I'll describe it. That's the ultimate goal, is what you're creating. Now, if I can remember correctly, I believe the starting gear is... screw it. I'll just break this and show you. Yeah, it's 1 wooden sword and a crafting table. It's very, very basic. It used to be a lot more lenient than that, but I made it a lot harder this time. I believe this was plot 4. So break dirt to claim plot 4. Now, please tell me that was plot 4. That was plot 2, plot 1, and plot 3. Good. Okay. Now, you're having trouble seeing? Okay, let's see. Tell me if the torches make it better. I hope they do. I assume they will. Now, because it is dark, it might, so that you can see it up and running and working, everything that's going on. However, that might not be a good thing because it does have to be a dark game. Because the whole idea is you're struggling to see the zombies. But over here, this is like the game maker's area. This is where his base of operations is, and he'll be in creative and invisible. That way the zombies don't track him. As you can see, you can't see me aside from the particles. The only thing you can see is the particles. Now you can't even see particles because the potion wore off. But whenever I turn on invisible, there I am. Oh, whoops. Okay. moving on, in here is the base of operations for the game maker. This is over here the store. It's not quite complete. I still have some things to put in here, but over here you see stone sword, 32 rotten flesh, and then there's always a comment, or it's a directional, descriptive guideline. That's the word I used. It's a guideline. So for example, like sandbags, they can be placed up to 1 block high. And there's actually an example up in the gallery walk for the sandbags. And they're 32 rotten flesh per stack, and as I stated in the previous example, there's things. And the torches make it better. Okay. Alright. But you see something witty or it's either a serious guideline. So for stone sword, 32 rotten flesh each, you Neanderthal, you know, because Stone Age, steak, eat up, wooden pickaxe, destroy your past mistakes. I don't know. I mean, I tried to do something funny, but I'm not entirely sure if it worked out. But for barbed wire, it's an actual guideline. Wooden shovel, diggy hole, concrete, build a base workshop, iron sword, decapitations, more concrete, build a base workshop 2.0, raw concrete can only be crafted with, raw concrete is actually cobblestone, and concrete is stone, barbed wire is iron bars, and sandbags are sandstone slabs. And then fence post, make a flagpole, iron chest plate, 2 stacks of rotten flesh. Those are really expensive. Upgrades, baby. That's a robots reference. Because, you know, childhood. Color wool, pick 2 colors. It's free. G. Light gray wool. Free. All of the wools are free. LA, and then white wool free, F. So flag. And over here, I guess I'll show you something. So during rounds, the shop is closed. The way I will control this is this. Flip that lever. You cannot enter into the shop. Whenever the round is over, bam, open it up. You can go into the shop. Round 1 is 2 waves. Flip lever after both waves are complete. So I break the sand, 1 wave, 2 wave, and then flip lever after both of them are complete, meaning the players together have killed all of the zombies in both waves. And then the chest opens up, and you can buy your stone sword. But close it up. And place the sand. And there you have it. That is essentially the guts of what is going on. The basic idea. Oh, there's one rule I forgot. Crap. I may have to expand that room up there, which could be a slight problem, perhaps. I suppose I could just expand it this direction and ignore that the hall has started. I can only go so far. I wouldn't allow myself to go more than 2 blocks. Man, I hope I can fit it there. Let's see. Okay, so the ending of the previous rule was requested. And then that was rule number 4? Yes. Okay, so 5 will be, yeah, 5 will be, oh crap, I can't remember the dang distance. What? Oh, wait, what is it? Okay. I have to go back into here. Okay, this one's actually a very, very crucial rule. Um, it's 5. The distance is 5. Okay. Because that was a total distance of 6, how did I get in here? What is going on here? I don't remember patching up that hole I created to get in here. I'm going crazy. Look for a hole. Okay, I guess there are none. Okay, but the distance is 5. So essentially what I'm doing here is making sure that you don't dig down more than 5 blocks. Rule number 5. Do not, well, don't dig outside of your plot. Well, I'll say down first. More than 5 blocks. Or, and then new piece of rule, or outside of your plot. Yeah, that'll be it. So now it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh wait, 9 wide because, oh man, I might not be able to fit this. I might have to expand the hall because I'll have to do this sign here. Rules. And bam. And of course I screwed it up. Oh well. But it's 9 wide, I believe. Or is it 10 wide? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 wide. Okay. Now, let's see. So this should be, if I'm not mistaken, like 11 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. Okay, 14 wide. Wow. Alright, but the deal is there has to be 3 blocks, and then the 9 starts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then there has to be another block spacing of 3, which means that is where the wall ends, as well as, and of course I'll have to rewrite the signs. That'll be kind of boring, but it has to be done. We'll move on to something more interesting after that. Let's see. Now, then, let's see. By the way, did the torches make it better? Oh, yeah, they did. Okay, you said that already. Whoops. And I'm pretty sure I already responded to that as well. Okay, let's waste a potion and start rewriting the signs. So we start out with rules, and rule number 1, don't build outside of your plot. Okay. So, is there anything that you guys as viewers would like to see from this channel? Because if there is, please let me know. And I will see what I can do about that. If I'm not mistaken, rule number 2 is obey shop item rules and guidelines. Not entirely sure about rule number 3. Rule number 3. What is rule number 3? Shoot, I'm gonna have to restart that sign. Ah, yes, okay. Play with gamma levels of 20 to 30%. If that's too dark, there's night vision potions. Okay. Yeah. Oh, man. Item rules and guidelines. The next one was play with gamma of 20 to 30%. If that is too dark, there is night vision. Is, I believe, what the side said. Shoot. No, it's not, because that was not a full sentence. Wait, the internet connection quality is currently not sufficient to broadcast gameplay. I hope that did not end the stream. Let's see. Oh man, please tell me that didn't end the stream. Oh goodness, that would not be good. Here, I can actually find out. Yes, I am on the air. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Blue screen for a split second. Okay, potions. And they're helping other players with purchases. Excellent. Now then, 4. Let's see. How should I change this? What was it? No helping other players with purchases. And I know that seems a little bit harsh. But the problem with that is that one person could be doing very well in the minigame and getting a bunch of kills and such, and other players aren't doing so well. And because of that, other players need some rotten flesh, which is the currency in this game. But the problem with sharing that or helping with purchases is they aren't buying it, and then it's a survival of the fittest kind of thing. It's a last man standing, building competition, survival deal. Although at the same time, you are a team in terms of fighting. So this is where I say, however, do help them in combat. But you don't help them in combat unless it's requested. Because if it's not requested, there's a chance that you're going to go in there, steal their kills, and get their money for it. And that nobody likes that. That's not enjoyable. Requested 5, don't dig down more than 5 blocks or outside of your plot. Okay. This is starting to look familiar. Oh man. Serious deja vu right now. How's the quality of the stream? Like, is it clear? Or is it like really low and gritty? I guess. No, not gritty. Pixelated. There we go, that's the word. Or can you see clearly? Is it like a 720p at the very least? And I believe this said outside. Excellent. Of your plot. And then the next sign was simply this again. Now, I'm not gonna I will mirror this onto the other side of this room, but I am not going to do that on camera because that's just stupid. I really probably shouldn't have even wrote that on camera, but I did. And now I can go and destroy this now that I have the model up there, because I do not want this to be here. There we go, and just a little bit more. And we're going to move on to something a little bit more entertaining now. It's going to be building, and me setting up a scenario, or a scene, not a scenario. Well, I suppose those are the same thing. I finish this room. And I'll show you my system for lighting these up, because it's actually very simple, and I think it's cool. Okay, come on. Go. So this isn't very entertaining. And I said I would do something more entertaining, and here we are. Yay. Gray. Woohoo. So, pretty soon here we'll move on after I'm finished with this haul, and I'll show you the light system as I stated, and or at least not necessarily light system, but the ideas that I use for the lighting. And it's a fairly simple process. Alright, and just about finished. And time for the lighting. So as you can see, very dark in here, except for here. But what I do is I go and take black stained glass and I set up little holes in the ceiling to fill up with glass, and that usually provides a decent amount of light. And then something to help with it, I use beacons to provide the light beams and the light from the beacon block itself, because that actually produces light, which is very helpful. Go with that, and then full block. Okay. Go ahead and place some glass there and there. And there, I suppose. No, not there. Right there. And then lock. Alright. But as you can see, very dark. Can't even see the signs. Well, you can barely see the signs. But bam. Do that. And now you can see the signs a little bit better. Of course, it'll be even better whenever the lighting system is complete. And didn't mean to break that one. Now do those three there, and maybe two here. One here. Well, three there. Oops. There we go. So that is essentially what I do at the start, and then I look above, block of glass, see where there is some glass. I try not to line up the beacons. Those are a little bit close together. And then this one here. And I suppose we can do one right here. Now I take iron blocks and beacon blocks. The iron has to be at the base of the beacon so that it actually lights, and then the beacon goes up, because whenever you don't have the iron platform, the beacon doesn't light. I'll show you what I mean by that. Oh yeah, my entrance is over here now. Forgot about that. Like, it doesn't produce the beam of light. And then you put black stained glass and it turns black. But yeah, see, there's the beacon, but we don't have the beacon. Oh, wait, wow, that moment you realize you could have just used one of those holes as an entry. So it has to be at least a 3x3 base of either iron, diamond, gold, emerald, whatever it may be. And 3x3. And I believe those are all my holes. Nope, there's one more. But these ones are actually very, very close together. I don't normally put them this close together. As you can see, when I first started this concept, they're a lot more spread out. In fact, I should probably change that. Maybe get rid of this one. And that's all that's required for me to get rid of, but I'll go ahead and break the iron too. And then maybe get rid of this one. Okay. Bam. Alright, now, whenever we get in here, we should see beacons of light. Yay. And the good thing to this is that the stained glass doesn't change how luminous the light is, or is not. And this is essentially going to be the rule room. But now I'll move on to the lighting over here. And you can see that fairly simple process. I mean, it's a very easy thing to do. And bam. This glass is going to be a little more close together, but the beacons are going to be just as sporadic. Is sporadic the right word? Does anybody know if sporadic was the right word to use there? Okay. And then there we go. That'll work. Now, I think we could use a beacon right here. A beacon... No, that one's a little bit too close. A beacon here. A beacon here. And perhaps a beacon here. That'll do. And place the beacon. Surround it with the iron. And we have ourselves a beam of light. And got another one over here. Now, excellent. Anna, I feel like you're the only active viewer here. However, we have one other that is not me, because I'm also watching the stream on my phone for the comment viewing. We have 2 people here that are watching, yet you are the only one commenting. Come on, person. Say some stuff. You're welcome here. I actually have to look up a circle maker so that I can get a design here going. There we go. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe we go 12. No. Maybe 19. No, not 19. What about 20? Nope. 21. I need to get a decent... Oh, wait, here we go. No, not that. That looks more like an octagon. There we go. That'll work. If I'm not mistaken. Yep, that'll do. We'll work with that. Currently I cannot see your comments. But once I have a quarter of this circle done, I will check them immediately. Now, that is a quarter of the circle. From there, well, from the center of there to the center of there is a quarter of the circle. If I'm not mistaken. Did I do that right? Yes, I believe so. Excellent. Moving on to the comments. All right. That's weird, they're not showing up. There we go, okay. Welcome, Michael Russ, to the stream. No idea who you are, but hey, you know what? That's okay. That don't matter. Don't need to know. Not understanding your 21 comments, though. That doesn't make any sense. Why did you put those? I hope you're enjoying the stream. It's not as... I'm not sure how to describe this stream. It's certainly not the way I envisioned it. Although, okay. Oh, okay, yeah, see, I was checking circle radiuses that I could use, and one of the options was that I came up with was 21. Okay, that makes sense now. But I'm using 25. Oh no, I know the vine. It's just it didn't make sense as to why you were putting that. Yeah, I know the vine. I'm not that much of a caveman. So this is our circle. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know why I said circle radius. It should be diameter of 25. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Excellent. Okay. So this is going to be the spawn room. I'm going to fill this in. And once I get it filled, we'll move on to the scenario making. Well, I don't know why I keep calling it a scenario. I really don't know what to call most of this, because it's just new concepts that I'm using for an old concept. But hey, if you're enjoying the stream, go ahead and drop a like for it, and if you don't mind, pressing that subscribe button for more videos like this. Of course, I do more than just Minecraft, but at the moment. Clearly streaming Minecraft. Also, if you don't mind, spread the word. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your mom, tell your dad, your brother, your sister, your dog, if they have the ability to watch the stream on their own mobile device or PC, whatever it may be. Let them know Bithor Gaming is streaming. Very entertaining YouTuber. Oh, okay, here we go. Let's see. Hey, that's a good goal. Right now, I don't have a goal right now. If I can get 50 subs, I'll be happy. At the moment, anyway. But yeah, no. If I can, I'll have other goals once I reach 50. But after I get 50, I'll probably shoot for 100. Once I get 100, I'll probably go for 500. Probably have a celebration at each one, and I think that'd be pretty cool. Have a celebratory episode for you guys helping me out, supporting and liking the content, you know, clearly, because if you hit the subscribe button, it shows to me that you are enjoying what I'm doing, what I'm creating for you, and that means a lot to me. So whenever I get 50 subs, I'll know that 50 people out there enjoy what I do, you know, and I feel like that is worth celebrating. So I'll be doing that every once in a while, for each milestone that I reach. I mean, honestly, if I could get, okay, hold it. Oh, I do edited videos. I have series on my channel. It's just this, I'm currently live streaming, and that's just what's going on. Recently I have been doing a lot of live streams, but I do actual videos, and I have series and stuff. Let's see. So right here I'm planning to do something different for the center of these. I'm thinking I will, well, for the corners I'm thinking I'm going to do like giant windows that have their own view of the outside, and then on the centers there won't be anything. And I suppose I'll block these off as well, considering they're blocked off on that wall. So this will be a window, and then that'll be a window, and then that'll be a window, and that'll be a window. But all of this will be solid. And I feel like eventually I could reach those goals, but I'm trying to think of something interesting that I could talk about here that isn't controversial, you know, because I don't want to talk about anything like politics. I don't want to talk about anything like, I don't know, just I don't want to talk about something that people can get upset about based off of other people's opinions, because I want everyone to know that they're welcome here. I don't care what you are. Not even gonna list things off, but I don't care what you are. If you're on this channel, you're welcome here. Let's see. But because of that, because I support all, it's kind of difficult to talk about things, because I can't say my own opinion on certain things because someone else that I allow here, because we welcome all, might have a different opinion, and it's just really hard to think of things. Well, I do. I have one YouTuber that I'm trying to not necessarily copy, but he is most certainly my inspiration for becoming a YouTuber, and that is Ethos Lab. I don't know how many of you have heard of him, but he's almost got 2 million subscribers now. He deserves way more than that, but he's been around for I think 5 years, I want to say, maybe longer. But I mean, he's definitely my inspiration for this. He's the whole reason I started up YouTube, and that is my reason. For whatever reason you commented, and the most recent comment is not showing up. But I certainly don't want to copy Etho, because here we go. Well, I believe that my own personality would be accepting everybody, not necessarily. I mean, I have a personality, but I don't know. I feel like I can't talk about things like religion and politics and sexes and whatnot, because it's just so controversial, and if you say one thing, that could upset more than one fan base that you possibly have, and I want everybody to be able to feel like they are welcome here, and they are. So that's why I don't really have anything like that to say. But the problem is, like, the big thing about me is I'm an absolute nerd in the real world. I love things like role-playing and whatnot. I mean, it's bad in some people's eyes, and I don't know. I don't really feel like I can talk about that, because either people don't understand it or they think it's stupid or something. I don't know though. I mean, for crying out loud, the name Bithor comes from my RP name. Bithor is literally the username for everything that I use, aside from my gamer tag, because that was before I came up with it. I mean, my profile picture for my YouTube channel, the dragon, I mean, you know, I am most certainly a role player. So for each of these little corners, I wanted to do something along the lines of this. Maybe go out 2 more. Let's see. Your comments are taking a while to show up, and it's actually somewhat bothering me, because I see the notification on my PlayStation the moment that you comment, but the comment doesn't show up for a while on my phone. Although I could switch a setting around so that the comments show up on the PlayStation screen, but then that kind of lowers the quality of the stream, in my opinion. Anyways, also the whole thing about YouTube, their new policy with the swearing. Oh man. Well, yeah, I mean, I suppose that's not how it works, but I mean, I've never seen it, but that's one of the things that I am most educated in, to say the least. And because I'm a very educated person, it's just like I don't know what to talk about because I'm not a conversational man. I finish conversations. I don't start them. That's my philosophy. And that's why it's so hard for me to commentate. Let's see. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's not so much the quality, but it's more like a OCD thing. It's like it looks weird to me. So right here, I'm thinking maybe we do like some grassy hills, small little river with a waterfall, and then things like that. Something along those lines of a very peaceful, mindseted area of nature or something. I don't know, and that'll be this little section's scenario. And that could be something that people go out and look at and see, oh, that's nice, you know. And then like over here, we do something like I did way over here, and we do literally hell. I think that could be pretty cool. And let's see. Let's go ahead and start sculpting the hill, is what I'll call it. So the idea with this is that the water comes down and out, and then I'm thinking maybe doing this. And this will be kind of the collecting pool for the water. I hope that looks decent. And do that. That works better. Let's see. Make it still water. Yeah, I think that'll work better. Block that. And fill this up. Now what I have to do is kind of round it off, I suppose you could say. No. Let's yeah, there we go. So this will work. We'll do 2, and then take a turn, and then just go diagonal the rest of the way. Nope, no we won't. That's bad. That's not rounded. And then we'll do that the rest of the way. So all that will be water. and because the still water is actually killing the grass, making it so that it is dirt, I'll just fill this in with dirt rather than grass. Speed up the process of what it's going to become. And then fill this up. So here we are on my Minecraft minigame world, having completed a waterfall. Okay, let's see, maybe... And then we just wait for grass to grow on that? No, that doesn't work. Just put grass. And then maybe some grass here. Put, I don't know, a horse. Little baby horse. And then, do we have hay bales? I'm not entirely sure if we have hay, yeah, we have hay bales, okay. Place a hay bale there. And then maybe hay bales. Nah, no, that's too much. But we have one hay bale there. We got a horse. And there we go, waterfall. So I feel like just inside that, you know, that's one of the scenes, and that's kind of what I'm envisioning. Okay then. And I feel like that creates a nice atmosphere. Okay. What do you mean all the bad windows like... Oh, okay. Well, I don't have an about. I do have playlists. Maybe it's just not showing up on the channel. I do have playlists, though. I do not have an about, though. Let's see. Or are you saying that playlists are bad? I'm confused. And I know I don't write descriptions, but that, that's a little bit hard for me to do. On my Warframe Let's Play, and that was the first series I started. In the first few episodes, I did write descriptions, but that ended pretty quickly. Okay. Let's see. I don't know what you mean by that. Mainly because I don't use my PC at all, ever. Because it's just a trash, crappy computer. And it does not work very well at all. So I have no idea how the recording or the YouTube editing works. due to the fact that it just I mean I don't see anything. I don't see a lot of things that some people see when it comes to wow, that is very dark. When it comes to channel settings, I guess. No, let's see. I'm gonna try and hide the lighting. Put a torch there. Put a torch there. I think that works. Although, yeah, can't see the torch, can't see the torch. Good. That works well enough. We have a horse there. And that's honestly my basic concept for this stream here. Or, I mean, not this stream, goodness. This minigame. I go through, build little segments, and move on. Although, there's one last thing I do need to do. Alright, I will definitely look into that. But set the world spawn point to here, so that people spawn there. Because this is the spawning room, and once it is done, I only have a few more things to actually do for this, and after I complete it, that will be... I will record the first episode of gameplay with some other people. And I'm trying to think what else I should do, because I'm trying to not let this stream go on longer than an hour and a half, and I only have 4 more minutes. So I'm thinking that is probably where I'm going to end the stream. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe for more. As always, I am Bithor, and I will see you in the next one.